There isn't a whole lot to say today, but first and foremost, I will say this is going to be some farming, and I apologize in advance, but I've got a timestamp for you. I'm going to explain this a bit, but go to 2114 when I'm all done with that, and then you'll be set. But I am showing you about how much farming you will have to do, collecting as many coins as you can throughout the game, but this is how much you have to do if you want to get all of those extra items that he offers here in the casino. And I'm only going to do run for dough now that I actually understand how to do it. You actually want to fucking root for the guy who's got the lowest number instead of being dumb like I was and not understanding what I was supposed to do. But since I am fast-forwarding the footage to make this a slightly more reasonable length, I'll fast-forward it more. I'm just kind of getting into the groove of how I'm supposed to do it. I did mute the game audio. I will unmute it in a little bit, but I've also put some video game music underneath. Right now we're listening to Joshua Morse's Airman remix from the Robot Museum Overclock Remix album. It's really good. I'd say check it out. But I'm fast-forwarding through all of this, but I am including it just for posterity's sake to show you what you'd have to do if you want to get all those items. And honestly, like right now, you need nearly 10 times as many coins as you have right now. So if you're going to play through this and you want these items, I would pick and choose. I wouldn't go for all of them. 100% isn't exactly an ideal way to play this game. It's not as much fun, especially with this whole segment. It's really, really tedious. And the gambling, you're not really doing any like action or anything, and it feels really, it's like a big slog through this game, and it's just not as much fun. But 2114 is the time you want to go to. If you just want to listen to the music I've got, if you want something to put on in the background, this would be perfect. Not all the best music in the world. I'll include a list in the information though of what I'm listening to if you'd like. But most importantly, just go there and then I'll actually be talking about what I'm buying, and just take it easy. I'll be right back. And we're back. I gotta say, sorry, because those songs didn't exactly fit the atmosphere, but that's what happens when you put iTunes on random sometimes. And I gotta say, we might have a few too many coins, but I didn't really want to risk it and have to go back, and I didn't really map out exactly how many I needed. I just wanted to keep getting as many until I could get what I needed. And about almost 50,000 for just the light sword, which is completely absurd. That's half of what we just made. Jesus, this is... And you can't get any more life bottles or anything like that, so he'll tell you that they're sold out. That's okay, no big deal. We don't really need any more. Just wanted to show you exactly what goes on. About 30,000 for the light armor. I'm not exactly sure why they didn't just round the numbers off. I don't think it would have been that completely useless to do so, but I don't know. The boomerang's reasonably cheap. Probably could have gotten it before we bet, but 14 grand, almost 15. And the light shield is actually relatively cheap. It's only about 10. All of these are completely absurd prices, but you see, we still had 20,000 left over. I did some excessive gambling, but I just wanted to err on the side of caution. I wasn't sure exactly how much I needed, but whatever. Just gave me a chance to listen to some music on iTunes. I don't give a fuck. Obviously, though, even though we got everything we needed, we're gonna flash forward, and we're going to do this final stage one more time, because why bother buying these items if you don't at least use them once? Let's try the boomerang. It's pretty cool, I guess. It kills enemies pretty quick. Actually, I gotta say, really like the boomerang, and I'll show you exactly why in a little while. But the boomerang is a great weapon, I would say. If you are going to pick up a weapon, don't even worry about the light sword. Go for the boomerang. It's probably a smarter option. And the light armor says it works well anywhere. Might as well put the vaporizes most flying objects light shield on too. Looks pretty good. I like it. It actually looks like it's worth the money you put into it. Not really, since we did almost a half hour's worth of grinding, plus all the other coins we got in the game. Not necessarily worth it. But, I don't know. I like the boomerang anyway. You're probably just waiting for a taste of that 50 grand light sword, though. I'll tell you though, if I ever found a light sword, like IRLs, I would sell that fucking thing so fast. I would take... oh my god. Holy shit. Like, I wouldn't need it. I'm not going around on islands fighting people. I'm just trying to tease you, basically. Make you wait for that light sword. When will we possibly use it? When could we use it? It must kill everything it even witnesses. I'm sorry, I know how exciting that must be. And I figured I might as well try and take some damage, show you how much this light armor really saves us. And you saw that I hit that stupid dragon, and it did very little. But we might as well put on the world's finest blade now, the light sword. It's nothing but a palette swap version of the other swords. It's pretty cool. Whatever. Wouldn't really say this one's worth it. Wouldn't buy this one if I was you. Personally, it's my philosophy. Just not really my thing. And while that does, that light shield vaporizes most flying objects, I guess it didn't really, I don't know. I wouldn't bother getting the shield. Maybe get the armor and the boomerang and the life bottle. Don't waste your time on the sword or the shield. Maybe I'm just using the shields wrong, I'm not sure. But, what are you gonna do, you know? And see, goddamn though, that pterodactyl must be made of iron, because I'm wearing the light armor, and he almost took an entire heart off of me. That dude is a piece of work. But, let's just, I don't know, see how the spikes do. Another almost heart, but I can't tell you exactly how much they took off the last time, but that's no big deal, since we're wearing the most powerful armor, weapons, everything. We've got them on for a reason, and that's because we can be clumsy if we want. And that's kind of the problem, though, is that no matter how good you are at this game, you're not going to get rewarded with these items or anything like that, because you aren't doing something special, you're just grinding. You don't need these by any stretch of the imagination. And you don't get these these aren't a crutch for bad players, and they really aren't much of a reward for good players. No matter what kind of player you are, you can get these items. I don't know how I feel about them. They're okay. I would never advise getting all of them. It's a complete waste of your time. But I would say there at least some of them are interesting. The light sword obviously does the most damage in the game, but it doesn't do a whole lot more than the power sword does, and the power sword you already get near the end, so the light sword, if you want to, I guess you can get it early. I don't know. This is really all up to how you want to play it, because it's a fucking... I think it's really dumb. Those things cost so many coins, you have to farm. It makes it so that getting coins is mostly worthless, though. As soon as you have, like, 1,000 coins, and you bet them at the Run for Dough, or Flash for Cash, or whatever, it's just kind of a waste. Like, if you don't know how to do any of those, then the coins are essentially meaningless as soon as you get the stab up maneuver. And unfortunately, we have to use the shovel one last time, as much as I'd love to never look at it again. But, what are you gonna do? I don't care, you don't care, your parents don't care, the president doesn't care, whatever. And we're at least almost to the end, and we are, you know what? I'm feeling frisky. I'm gonna go after that wizard one more time, and hopefully do a better job than I did last time, which would be shocking if I didn't do a better job, because I did really shitty on him the first time. And sadly, we have to get the stupid power sword out, because everything is just dedicated to making me mad. But we're fucking not gonna keep it out, though, because we bought the light sword to show it off, to make the ladies real fucking happy with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, come on. But we've taken enough hits. We should probably go down and use this hot spring instead of just going in guns a-blazing. And I don't know. Light sword's okay. Again, there isn't a whole lot to say other than don't fucking buy it. I never got to point it out, but I love that little cactus down there does a dumb, goofy little wiggle dance. That is the best part of this entire game. 10 out of 10. I love it. And you see, I wanted to use the shield to block that fireball, but it just didn't pan out. But whatever. Use the little sky bell. And this fight's probably gonna go quick, as you can tell if you look down at the little bar thing. So, I'm gonna say things as fast as I can, and I want to thank you before we're all done for watching. I know this has been a little more lengthy than I usually do things, so thank you for all that. And obviously I'm gonna win, because I've got such amazing armor and shit. Thank you very much for enjoying. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, I don't know. Let me know why, but don't hurt my feelings. I will start crying. I'm a big baby. But I'm a little better at the boss this time, at least. The light sword, as you can see, does things a lot faster, and still take damage. I'm gonna make sure that I've got Cure on just in case I need it. But hey, who knows? Maybe I won't. I probably will. Spoilers. And I did mention that I will like the boomerang, and I will explain why very quickly, because it'll come up and it'll go really fucking fast. But you see this? We're already done with that portion of the boss fight, with the bottom half. Now we just kill the top half and all that. But I will say, you'll notice, my hearts are pretty far down. That's a shame, but you'll remember I had to use a cure at this point in the original boss fight, and the light armor and the light sword have at least cut that down significantly, and I'm playing a little more competently. Just a little. So, they are helpful. I just wouldn't necessarily say use them all the time. And you want to know why that boomerang is so awesome? It's because this whole portion of the boss fight, after we get done, it completely negates it. We do this segment with the claws. This is still tricky sometimes if you don't time it just right. Damn. Just not quite close enough. And this is also a thing he does if you get in between his claws. That's why you want to run back and forth. He doesn't do it that often unless you really get close there. If you're running, he's not going to get you. He's not going to pinch you. But the boomerang is not useful just yet. But boy howdy, you will see, and I will make a believer of you. Just you wait. And there we go, that's all done. Yeah, fuck the light sword. Get the boomerang out right now. And let him do his thing. Start throwing. Don't stop throwing until you're fucking done, because you will be done. Because look at how much this is doing. He's already almost dead. He didn't even get his fucking tail out all the way, and he's dead. That's why you get the boomerang, and that's why you play this game. Take it easy, my friends.